Good morning to the Facebook world and good morning to the beautiful Zoom world. So I'm going to politely mute everybody. You can unmute yourself anytime if there's anything you need to share. And we're going to start by, we have got lovely Claire here today, it's her first time here. It doesn't say Claire on her screen. In fact, it says connecting to audio on her screen, so I don't think she can hear us. But Claire is the creator of the Wild Azure frankincense oil that I use. So it's really lovely to have her here. She definitely can't hear us, but when she does hear us, she'll know. Yay for Wild Azure. She does amazing face oils and everything is made at home. Everything is completely natural. And honestly, I mean, I'm no beauty guru, but I've never used anything more beautiful than the Wild Azure products. So she's super clever. So I'm going to work with some frankincense this morning. You take whichever oil you're choosing to work with today. The reason for frankincense today is because I'm going to take us through a guided relaxation. But we're still working with Manipura Chakra, which is this drive and action and strength. So frankincense is the only essential oil that can straddle those two things, relaxing and also being super motivated at the same time. There's no other essential oil that could do that. It's why it's so unique and so powerful and so special. Okay, and so we're going to do a guided relaxation. So we'll start sitting, but you might want to come to lying down in a bit. So just look around and just check that you've got space to lie down. And if you are lying down, then it's really nice to have a cushion that you can put under your knees. So when you're lying on your back, just having that cushion under your knees means that your lower back has no pressure added to it whatsoever. So it's well worth the hassle of getting up now and going and getting a cushion to get the benefit of that. And I'll give you a few minutes to get yourself sorted. And you want to make sure that you're warm. When we go into deep relaxation, our body temperature does drop. So make sure you've got socks on or you've got a blanket handy. It's all about being super cozy. And so the next 20 minutes are going to be as nourishing as we can possibly make them. Okay, well done. So we'll start off by doing a little bit of movement. So just drop your chin down to your chest. And let's take right ear over to right shoulder. And then chin down to chest, left ear to left shoulder. And again, each side. And then coming up to center. Keeping the back of the neck long, you don't want to have your head back. You want to keep your chin slightly tucked so that the vertebrae at the back of your neck can be as tall as possible. And then dropping right ear down to right shoulder. And coming up high through center and left ear to left shoulder. That might be enough, or you might want to take some full circles. We're moving very slowly. And the breath is very deliberately part of that movement. So the exhale, taking the chin down. And the inhale coming up and over. Okay, and then coming to center. Inhale, bring the shoulders up super high, roll them back and exhale as they come down. Big, slow, steady circles with the shoulders. Inhaling very deliberately as they come up and exhaling as they come back. And then taking elbows and circling. And for me, this is where all the clunks and clicks drop in. And then if you have space, you can also do full arm extensions. Just be mindful of the pace that you're moving at. There's no rush. We've allocated this time to do this practice, so there's no rush to go anywhere or be anywhere. Can you actually hear the speed that your body would have you move at? And then let's take right hand across to left knee. I'm going the opposite way to you. And right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale as you sit up, exhale as you twist. Have a little wriggle there. And then sweep the other way. So now left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. And then coming back to center, take both arms up high, reach the fingertips up as high as you can, fold the elbows, holding onto either elbow, creating that framework around your head. And you might take a little bit of a side stretch, but really what we're doing here is waking up the diaphragm. We really want the diaphragm to be a part of the breath. And then bringing your hands down to your knees, you're going to rock your heart forwards, to the side, back, and to the side, like you're stirring. Your heart is the spoon. Every part of you really loves this movement, the fascia, the spine, all the fluid systems of the body. Change direction. And then coming to center, close the eyelids. Take a deep breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. So you can choose, you can stay sitting here like this, or you can come to lying down. I really recommend lying down. So lying on your back, and you're going to take that cushion or that bolster or that pillow, or it could be a rolled up blanket, and you're just going to lay it beneath your knees so that your legs are slightly bent. And then lying on your back, wriggle your shoulders away from you. And for some people, it's quite nice to have a tiny bit of cushioning and support behind the head. So whether that's a folded up towel or a very slim cushion. It's worth exploring and finding the thing that works for you, because then when we do our next guided relaxation, you'll be like, I know what I'm doing here. Okay, and then letting yourself soften into the floor. We're going to do a little bit of tensing and releasing to help the body understand that this is a moment to relax deeply. So we'll start with the right arm and the right hand. Take the right hand and create a fist, a ball with your fist. And lift the right arm slightly up off the floor. And squeeze every muscle. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then let it go. Let it hang. Supported by the floor. And we're going to do the same on the left hand side. So creating a little ball with the fist of your left hand, lifting the hands ever so slightly up off the floor. Doesn't need to come high, it's maybe an inch or two off the floor. And you're just going to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and then let it come down. And then doing the same with the right leg. So you're going to press out through the heel of the right foot, bringing the toes back towards you. And you're going to lift the right leg ever so slightly off the floor. And then you're going to see if you can find any pockets of tension and just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Really squeeze across and then release and let it go down. So the lifting away from the floor is miniature amounts. This is not like a bringing your leg up in the air or your arm up in the air, just so that you get to engage the muscles. Okay, and then on the left-hand side, press out through the heel, pull the toes back towards you. See if you can find the muscles of the thigh, the hip, the calf, and squeeze everything, squeeze, 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 and then drop and release. Well done. And now we're going to do the right-hand side of the body. So you're going to do both right arm and right leg. So the right hand becomes a little ball of a fist. The right heel presses away, the toes come back towards you. Arm and leg elevate just tiny, tiny fraction above the floor. So you squeeze everything, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Maybe a couple of seconds more, find a few more muscles, and then drop. And we'll do the same on the left-hand side. So left hand creates a little fist. Left heel pushes away, toes come back towards you. Everything lifts just slightly off the floor and you find every muscle that you can and contract and squeeze. And squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And then drop and release. Okay, now we're going to do all 4 limbs together. And we're also going to do the face. So there's 1,000,000 muscles in the face. Well, maybe not quite that many, but there's a lot. And you're going to find each of those muscles and you're going to contract with the hands, with the arms, with the heels, with the legs. So both hands become fists. Both heels press away, toes drawing back. Arms and legs lift. Face scrunches up into a tight ball and you squeeze and squeeze and squeeze with all your worth. Squeeze a little bit more and rest. Soften the palms, soften the fingers. Soften the soles of the feet, allowing them to feel expansive and open. Allow the sensation of the floor beneath you rising up to support you so that you feel held. Any little pockets that need a wriggle to create a little bit more space, feel free to do that. Letting your feet relax, your calves relax, allowing your knees to relax, allowing the thighs to relax, allowing the pelvis, the sacrum to relax, feeling that openness, that expansion, space, allowing each of the vertebrae of the spine to relax, and the muscles of the tummy. The chest, the heart, the armpits, and the shoulders, allowing the neck to relax, jaw and tongue to relax, muscles of the cheek, the eyes, the ears, your forehead, the back of your head, and the crown of your head. Everything softening, to start to visualize a tiny light flickering deep within the belly. So it's maybe just beneath the belly button, deep within. This flickering light can be exactly as you visualize it. There's no wrong or right. It might have a sensation of warmth. It might have a sensation of space. It's deep within the reservoir of the core of your body. And just picture it, allowing it to flicker. A gentle movement. And as you inhale, that fresh influx of oxygen feeds and supports that light and allows it to expand. You might be able to see it expanding or strengthening, becoming just a little bit bolder. And as you exhale, the light starts to spread across the cells of the body, across the layers. So the inhale is feeding and nourishing, allowing that light to shine brighter. And the exhale is allowing it to expand. Perhaps you can feel the warmth. Perhaps it's a visual. Maybe it's a felt sense. Maybe it's an imagined sense. The deep, deep light of the Dan Tian, that reservoir of strength within the belly. And your next inhale allows that light to shine even brighter. And as you exhale, it spreads right the way down, right the way up, so that the entire trunk of your body, from deep within the pelvis to up within the heart and the collar and the shoulders, starts to receive this light. And the breath is a very deliberate part of the movement of this light and the practice. Inhale, drawing in to feed and nourish. The exhale, allowing that expansion. Inhaling, drawing that light, allowing it to become even brighter still. And as you exhale, allowing it to start to move out through the limbs, out through the arms, the forearms, into the palms of the hand and the fingers, and down through the legs to the soles of the feet. This very deliberate tidal breath, inhaling to brighten and fortify and strengthen the light. Exhaling to allow it to expand and extend out to fingertips, to toes, up through the throat, to the jaw, the entire skull. Around the workings of the brain, all the nooks and crannies, into the jaw and the tongue, the nose and the eyes, the space within the ears. Inhaling, drawing strength and brightness to that light. And exhaling, allowing it to expand. So every pocket, every space within you is flooded with light. Deliberate breath, deliberate visualization, aware of the sensation, allowing yourself to smile as this light spreads. On your next exhale, it starts to spread beyond the boundary of your body, filling the space around you. Filling the space between the edge of your skin and the furniture and the walls around you. Allowing that light to expand even beyond the walls of the building to the space outside, outwards, downwards into the earth, upwards into the cosmos. Moving back in time and forward in time. So all the layers are saturated with light. Keeping the eyelids down, start to gently move your body within that ocean of light. Feel how as you move your hands and as you move your legs, you're changing the boundary between the space between you and the walls. But it's all just one delicious soup of light that you can move in. And then settle back down into stillness. Draw that light back into the space within the belly, the Dan Tian. Focusing your awareness on the bright, bright light within your core. And creating almost like a ready brick glow around your body to seal that light in. The cosmos within you, protected by this golden light. And with a gentle smile and a gentle breath, allow the visualization to dissolve And coming fully back to your body. And saying a little silent prayer of thanks to every cell, every system that works through light. It's not just a visualization, it's true. There is light in every cell. This is the combination of light and fluid is how the energy of the body moves. How it works, it's where the fuel comes from. That's why we breathe, that's why we eat, to support this light fluid system within us. Slowly allowing the eyelids to open, and coming back into your space, having a look at the room around you. You can take as long as you need to come back up. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart center, dropping forehead to fingers. Namaste. The light inside of me sees the light inside of you. And we say that to each of us here today. Thank you so much. Namaste.